Today we will go over the triangle proportionality theorem, which is an extension of proportions with similar triangles. So first, let's go back to our similar triangles. Right here, I'm telling you that these two triangles are similar, and we want to check if that is true. To check if they're similar, previously what we had to do is set up a proportion, looking at this side, and where we match sides. So 21 of my small triangle matches, for the big triangle, 35. 21 over 21 plus 14 gets me 35. And do we check, is that the same as on the other side, on the small triangle? 27 over 27 plus 18, 45. So this is how we did this with similar triangles. 21 over 35, small triangle over big triangle, equals on the other side 27 over 45, small triangle over big triangle. And check to see if these two fractions are the same. 21 over 35, when we simplify, that simplifies into 3/5. And 27 over 45, when we simplify, that also simplifies to 3/5. Both fractions are the same. That means, yes, these two triangles are proportional. So that's using similar triangles. The triangle proportionality theorem tells us a shortcut. Instead of comparing the small triangle with the big triangle, we can just compare 21 over 14 and compare that with 27 over 18. 21 over 14, when we reduce, this reduces into 3/2. 27/18 also reduces to 3/2. That works out. Now, triangle proportionality theorem, the key thing that will make this work is, what do you notice about these two sides right here? These two sides have to be parallel to each other. If these are not parallel, the triangle proportionality theorem will not work. So in general, when you have a triangle that's divided into two parts by that line, and again, these two lines have to be parallel, divided by that line. Let's say this entire side, the top portion right here is A, bottom portion right here is B. On the other side, top portion right here, let's call that C. Bottom portion over here, let's call that D. According to the triangle proportionality theorem, what we just need to check is A over B and compare it with C over D. Compare that with what we learned previously. This method where I added 21 plus 14. If we were using the old method here, it would be A over A plus B, and compare it with C over C plus D. Now you tell me, which of the two fractions, which of the two proportions are easier to check? And I believe most everyone can agree that this proportion, way easier to do. So that's the triangle proportionality theorem.